This is Mediana, just outside Niš in southern Serbia. The Roman name of Niš was Naissus, and it was in this great military center that Constantine was born. He returned several times as emperor, and whenever he did, he stayed in this sprawling villa complex. Let's take a look. This was the central residential block of the villa. It was entered through a monumental archway, roughly where I'm standing. It was centered on a large courtyard, that unpaved area in front of us. And as you can see, it's now covered by a modern roof, courtesy of a restoration finished just last year. The most impressive remains of the villa are the mosaics that decorated its rooms and corridors. Here we have the mosaic that paved the peristyle around the central courtyard. The same pattern continued the full length of the peristyle. Alongside it were small rooms that appear to have served as offices for the retinue that accompanied Constantine when he visited this villa. At the far end of the courtyard were the rooms in which the emperor received and entertained important guests. The mosaics here were more elaborate, as you can see from this space, which served as the grand reception hall. Here we have a fragmentary scene showing Zeus and Leda. Beside it, a river god. And here, as you can just make out, a head of Medusa amid a swirl of tessellations. Flanking the central reception hall were two small banquet rooms, where the emperor could receive smaller numbers of guests. Both had elaborate mosaic floors, and both featured hypocaust heating systems, as you can see from the channel in the center of this floor. We're now outside the enclosure over the central residential block. Here we have the remains of the baths that served the villa. Various outbuildings, including barracks and granaries, stood behind us. All of this had a relatively short lifespan. Used by Constantine and his sons, it was sacked by the Goths in the late 4th century and destroyed definitively by the Huns in the 5th, putting an end to the illustrious career of the imperial villa at Mediana.